Well, we're keeping our focus on that very anti and pro-Buhari protest and the issues that have arisen, looking at when this actually started from a couple of days back. I believe it is on Monday. But let Marwe do the honors for us. She's got her guest with her there in Abuja.
Well, thank you, Gimba. I have with me Mr. Segun Sowunmi, who is a member of the PDP. You're welcome to Sunrise Daily.
Okay, it's nice to see you, Marwe.
Did I notice new spring in your steps when you were coming into the studio?
Yes, yes.
What's that about? You're getting set for the convention?
Yes, of course. It's because everything suggests that the biggest party in Africa is back on stream.
But the matter on we have at our hands, or on our hands right now, just yesterday we saw the protests, between pro-Buhari protesters and well, people asking that the president should either resume or resign. They have been there since Monday, and they carried out their threats and said if after 90 days the president doesn't come back to the country, they believe that, he should either resume or resign. And they have been at the fountain for quite a while. What are your thoughts on the protests as have been carried out by this pro and anti, resume or resign campaigners?
Yeah, thank you. I think first things first is that we as a nation ordinarily should have developed the protocols to handle this kinds of situation. We've had it before. We've had a situation where during the PDP era, President Yar'Adua was very ill, and eventually we lost him. He so continually rest in peace. But what that era threw up, and what we're now seeing based on the new situation with the health of the president, I mean, the Lord heal him, is that those handling the presidency and that party in government, the APC, they have learnt nothing. We provided information as at when due. The present president, who is ill now, was one of the great voices that said, no, you can't hold Nigerian to ransom. If he's too ill, impeach him, do whatever, set up all of those comments. And deja vu, here we are. What worries me is that they're beginning to make Nigerians seem like they're insensitive, and it's not true. Ordinarily, what the Nigerian people want is information. They have a right to know what's wrong with their president. They have a right to know the level of his recovery. They have a right to know when or potentially when he will come back. And they have a right to say that, hey, we didn't elect a president that he may be away from duties for too long. And then when you now showed all of that in mystery, or you organize visits to London. If you can organize a visit to London, why can't you organize that the president should speak to the nation directly, thank them, and they hear his voice? But now that some Nigerians have now said, look, enough is enough. We can't, so the allegations of Kabbalah and all of those funny cliches, you can't hold us to ransom, resume or resign. The most irritating part is the attitude of the handlers of the government to read. Protest is the right of Nigerians and the citizens. And we have run this country before as PDP. Protests took place. Bring back our girls took place. Enough is enough took place. So if people are protesting for resume or resign, it is painful that this draconian party has taken on, going to beat them, tear gas them, almost kill the national icon. And then the most laughable is that they have now encouraged another set of protesters to be clashing on the. It's not necessary.
I would let you finish
yes.
your thoughts on that, but let's quickly start from where you started from when you
yes.
talked about this government has learned nothing. What have they not learned?
Thank you.
Because they have said that this is extremely different from when President Yar'Adua was ill. That then the president did not transmit any letter to the National
yes.
Assembly. In
yes.
this case, the president has done what he should do by law. The National Assembly has found no issues with what is, and as far as they are concerned, they say there is no vacuum in government.
Fantastic. Yes, I accept that. But what I meant that they've learned nothing is that you'll expect that nations develop their protocols as they throw themselves up. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Some things are covered by the Constitution. Some things are meant to be covered by protocols and maybe executive orders.
What protocols are you?
Thank you. As a nation, we ought to have developed some steady, clear way of handling those kinds of issues, aside the constitutional issue. Are you saying that it will be okay that the president has transmitted his authority that is going to be ill, and if he was ill for like maybe 3 of the 4 years, and that's all right? That's what I'm saying. If Nigerians had believed that that was okay, nobody would be protesting. And let me tell you what, a good number of those that are not protesting also feel the same way. They've either just been cowed, or they're scared, or they can't outrightly be bothered. And if we didn't have a lot of issues, some of them that you alluded to while you were opening today's program about the level of insecurity or potential crisis and all of the agitations all over the place, sometimes a nation needs its president. Nobody is saying that it doesn't have, I mean, we're all human. Anybody can fall ill. But there is a systematic way of handling these kinds of things. One of them is that people need to have information. Information has become the most vital ingredient to sustaining and keeping societies together because everybody has an internet.
What sort of information are we looking for?
Well, we'll be looking to know precisely what is wrong with our president. Does he have a headache? Does he have a backache? Is it his neck that is paining him? McCain, the veteran in the United States of America, he has to undergo brain surgery of some sort. They told the world. Nothing happened. People are not going to suddenly start to wish him bad if we knew what it was contained. How do we even know what to pray?
How do we know that's not what's going to happen? I mean, you know that, in different climes have different ways of, handling illnesses. And generally in Africa, people seem to be very secretive about, whatever
Hutchinson said, and I will try and...
Whatever it is that is disturbing them.
Yes.
Can we demand same of the president when we do not do that personally?
Professor Hutchinson said, and I'll try and capture it as quickly as I can.
Is he African?
He's a professor of developmental economics. The thing that I wanted you to hear is a quote. There are things that can be considered as harmful practices that nation states engage in that eventually mitigate against their growth. The whole idea is that you're supposed to develop government in a manner that people can be comfortable. If Nigerians were not interested in the president, they wouldn't even be agitating. The fact that Nigerians are talking about this is in the papers almost every day. It means that, one, there's a great deal of concern for him. People genuinely like him. Let's give that to him. People genuinely like the president. What people do not want is that people do not want the idea that the president that they voted into power, some clique of people will choose to make them not have any information, any access about their president. They tried a bit with the last visitation and bringing some PDP governors there. But why didn't they just go a step further by maybe like a small broadcast to us? Hello, Nigerians, thank you, I'm getting better. Nigerians are emotive, and Nigerians are nice people. Nigerians are kind people. But you cannot say that if only a few people will determine what is available and what they should know and what should not be known, and they'll tell us all sorts of tales, you cannot say that some Nigerians cannot be agitated to the extent of doing resume or resign.
No,
when they now do resume or resign, you cannot use high-handedness, put the police, put tear gas and all that on it. That is wrong.
We will come to the process in a bit, but how would that have pacified, for instance,
yes,
those who say he's been away for too long? If he is able to address the people, then the question would be, oh, if he can talk, why is he not back at work?
Fantastic. If that's where the protocol comes in, if they had come open and straight and clean ab initio, everybody would have had an idea of how long it would take.